What's crack-a-lacking, my friends? My gym bag is a mess. It is time to clean my gym bag. And so why not use this as an opportunity to go through my gym bag, right? I don't need some stuff. I probably do need some stuff. Others can be, I don't know, mitigated to a second gym bag because, yes, we unfortunately do have that much equipment after all these years. But let's go through it. Let's see what we got. And I'll tell you guys what's good. Maybe you'll find some utility. Maybe you'll learn about a new tool. Maybe you'll find something you can try to take your lifting the next step further. Without further ado, so obviously, this is my bag. It'd probably be a little better if I tried to straighten it up. But at this point, there's just so much that needs to be taken out. It's just, Jesus, caller. There's so much that needs to be taken out. Here we have one half, illustrious knee wraps. Let's save this till we find the other one to go through both their uses. But here are some shoes. I like shoes very flat. I have no arch. I have flat feet. And so I really don't like shoes. I wear sandals most of the time. And if I can, I'm barefoot outside. So these are my gym shoes. I pretty much only wear them for physical activity and for the gym. Keep them in my bag. Yeah, what do I want to say? They're low, so they don't really have much cushion between them and the floor. So even still, like I can feel rocks in my shoes. I don't like shoes with the little boosters or the tight fitting. I have wide feet. I'm kind of autistic about my feet, and so yeah, I like my special shoes and my sandals. These are it. Next up, we have this block. So it doesn't even all fit, right? This block. So first of all, you set it on your chest when you're benching, and you see these little grooves. The barbell comes into it. It is to help you. It changes the way you press, right? So if you only have to come down, you're not coming all the way down to your chest. The bar makes it easier, a natural stopping point, and then you can work on pushing from that. And so we have like 7 inches up to 3. It's basically to help you with a board press without the boards. I don't know. I got it for Christmas and I thought it would be useful. I don't actually use it as much as I thought I would. Maybe it's just me with my poverty bench 335, but I don't use this as much as I can. Now I do see more advanced powerlifters using those wooden boards, the 2x4s, the board presses. So that's why I got it. I thought I'd see some utility, maybe one day, but this definitely needs to probably be retired from the gym bag. Just cumbersome, takes up a lot of space. This is a cushion. Now, this is messed up. Guys, listen, gyms typically throw away stuff after 30 days in the lost and found, especially depending on where you are. Keep an eye on the lost and found. That's how I got this cushion for free. Because I wasn't buying one, right? I barely use it these days. Cushions are like beginner friendly, and maybe some intermediates and advanced like to use them, but I don't. So, obviously you put the cushion on the bar, you're doing squats, keeps the bar from going into your neck. I've also used it on a bench, put the bar, so when you're doing fast, speedy reps where you might be banging the bar off your chest, the pad provides padding so you don't bang the bar off your chest. So it's just a little bit of comfort between you and the barbell. Now, my biggest thing is at least when I'm lifting and squatting heavy, every now and I know they have straps to tighten them, but every now and then I would notice this falling off or like slipping off, and it would throw off my squat because obviously it's on the bar and the bar would move. I hated that. So I just kind of stopped using them. Just learn to lean into the pain. But if you don't like the pain, of course, you don't have to be psychotic. But I learned to like just lean into the feeling of the bar in your neck. Like you want it to stop, get the rep over. I went over this a couple weeks ago. This is a Chic powerlifting belt. It looks like those old man bracing belts. Chic company. Go check out the video. They're belts made for bracing, really comfortable, really supportive. I really like this belt. I would say this is my bracing belt for if I don't want to bug. Like if I'm not bugging, if I'm not crashing out in the gym, if we're less than 250 megs of caffeine, like this is my bracing for machines, for dumbbells. I've been taking a little step away from the big 3 compounds lately, so I haven't really had the chance to use it for dumbbells, machines, for cable work, for stuff I just need to brace, right? Intro abdominal pressure is going to help you lift more and focus more if you can summon it. And so this is my summoning spell. It's this Chic belt. I have the Iron Infidel lifting belt. Obviously, this one is much thicker, much more support. Again, go watch the other video, PR belt. So if I need if I'm bugging, this is the belt we're gonna pull out, like the ultimate brace. We need all the support, and you can kind of turn this belt so it has like a little groove, but you can kind of turn or move the belt around for the support at different areas of your lower back. You can't really do that with this one, but that's okay. Rigid, one size fits all, very tight. Iron Infidel. I like this one. Don't get me wrong. They both have their purposes. One is just for pushing heavy numbers, and one is just for bracing to brace. Shorts, spare shorts. Oh, look, we have the wraps. So these are unfortunately too small. They are the extra large Ethos knee wraps from Dick's. Should have known, but they started splitting to that knee area. It's going to help it with a little bit of blood flow, and it's just going to provide a little more elasticity in the knee. So when you are doing heavy squats or heavy movements with the knee flexion, like your squat, elasticity is going to help you come back up. It's gonna be like a little spring support. It's if my joints don't always feel the best, sometimes for squats I'll be like, you know what, who cares today? Like sometimes, like, you know, maybe your knees might do this weird tracking thing where they crack side to side when you move laterally. That's when I would pull these out. And I'm not a doctor, just a meathead, but I would pull these out for a little bit more support. We're still gonna bang out heavy reps. They have their purpose. They will let you inflate your numbers a little bit, right? Like the wrapped total, are these even wraps? The gear total is not going to be the same as a raw total, but for support, for pushing past your perceived limits every now and then, it is helpful. We're old, we need support. These, so those are Ethos, the knee wraps, wrist wraps from Iron Rebel. And these were a gift, and so, but they're really nice. And you guys will be getting a review video about this soon. They are nothing like the Walmart wraps. Okay, I thought all wrist wraps were the same. First of all, they just look better, just have better quality. They're thicker, and just look, man, they feel like Superman. They're nice and thick. Actually, let me see if I can find the other wrap in here so we could do a comparison. When you are doing barbell presses or bench pressing, if your hand starts to come back and the barbell is not centered over your joints and your bones, then it will cause inflammation, stress, and tension. So the point of a wrist wrap is to help your wrist keep structure. I don't know why I was struggling. The point of a wrist wrap is to help your wrist keep structure and stay straight when you're pressing, so you don't have to worry about that. The tension just stays in line. But these are the Iron Rebel wraps, and these are the Walmart wraps. And there's, I sniffed them. They smelled weird. And there's nothing wrong with them. They work. But first of all, look. We're gonna have to unwrap it. Look at the difference in length. First of all, big difference. So you know which one's gonna provide you more support. Velcro strip is nice and huge, so you're not gonna miss it. Again, the Walmart is nice, but it's I'd say very beginner-esque. This little band gets uncomfortable. I don't know why it smells so weird. I've been through several of these throughout the years. I do not think I will go through these, but you can see the support. I like the Iron Rubber ones. They kind of feel like a superhero cuff. Not only am I going to lift some heavy weight, I'm going to kick some ass. Again, those are kind of as you need it. If you have any wrist pain, any pain here, it's kind of pay attention. Notice what your body is doing during movements, and then apply the correct tools. But as you can see, I have a ton of tools. The bag is full. The bag is very full. But I don't think, let's see, wrist wraps, I think they could get cut for real. We have 2 pairs. We don't need them. So we're going to cut the bench block. We're going to cut the wrist wraps. Honestly, cut the pad. I got to keep both my belts. Because you never know when you want to rip a 400-pound squat. You just come in and you're like, I got to rip it to show them. My wrist wraps, a little overweight now, but hoping when I lose some weight, they begin to fit better. If not, get rid of them. Oh well. Wrist wraps. Those are knee wraps. These are fat grips. These are all the hypes. I still use them every now and then. They have obviously, they're wider. They go around a barbell, an easy bar. And I want to say some handle attachments like the V-bar, it makes more comfortable, but it makes them wider, and so it changes the way your grip is. How much force you are able to exert with your grip will have an effect on how much strength you are able to express in an exercise. And that's a really convoluted way of saying, I had to lock in for that. That's a really convoluted way of saying, depending on your grip, a crappy grip is not going to let you express as much strength, but a good grip will let you get a nice good squeeze, and you'll be able to express enough strength over whatever implement. The fat grips go over a barbell implement tool to help you strengthen that. And it's supposed to help you build bigger forearm muscles. I feel like the package said something about better bicep activation because you squeeze better. What did that really mean? Better mind muscle connection, yes, but better bicep activation, nah. These are good, and I will say I've seen people use fat grips to train for strongman. So when the implements you are grabbing, where everything is not standardized, right? Because in strongman you're grabbing a keg or an axle bar or a log or whatever, and so the grip isn't always the same, and so the fat grip can help you. Might need to review those. Might stay in the bag and get put back in the main compartment. And then we have the slingshot. What's under here? Glove. Crap. We'll worry about that next. We have Mark Bell's slingshot. Again, I made a video about the slingshot as well, so if you haven't seen it, go check out that video. I love this little thing. This little thing makes me feel like a man again. The slingshot is nice to be able to push past submaximal loads when you are benching or pressing. So I know most people I've seen use them for bench, but you can use a slingshot. I've used them for arm exercises to pull the elbows together. That's it. Just to pull the elbows together so I don't have to worry about it. And then I'm just extending. But I've used them on dips. It's a nice support. It's like a band, but much more safer because it goes around you. I do think this was effective in getting past my bench max. You don't just want to touch the weight to touch the weight, but you want to apply the stimulus in such a way that it will be effective, right? So when we're using a slingshot, it has the tension, the elasticity. It does steal some of our tension that we are getting from the exercise. And so it is stealing some of our growth stimulus. But with the right placement of the slingshot in your program, right weight, so heavy, but not kill yourself heavy, but darn sure not easy heavy. Like if you didn't have the slingshot, you wouldn't be able to do it. And then you still have to push to find an effective set within those confines. And so this is a very good tool. I like this. I do believe we will be using more of it in the future. I just haven't really been barbell benching much. You can use it on dumbbell presses too, but I haven't been using it much, really. I haven't needed it, you know. I think I'm up to like 2 plates with my dips for reps. So slingshot, that should definitely stay in the bag. You're having a bad press day, pull out the slingshot. These gloves, these gloves are old. I should probably retire these. My dad gave me these RDX Sports. So, the gloves, you can see it. They're beat up. They're beat up. They've come to many of gyms. Probably been over 100 gyms. They help your grip cut out, so it is a bit of mitigation when you are trying to like squeeze, but I still don't like the way it alters your grip. I never really did. There was a time when they were effective for protecting my hand, and even still for the minor wrist support they give, but this is more, it's probably more sentimental than anything, fellas. Maybe keep like one in here, like good luck, like my Michael Jackson glove, like I gotta shut the hell up and keep going. We got a good bit of this bag to get through still. These are elbow wraps from Iron Rebel. Again, these were a gift. Iron Rebel and the Chic belt were a gift. Everything else I bought over the years. But these are elbow wraps for pressing. And I've been experimenting with these. These are tight, but I do believe they're supposed to be tight, right? That's the point, like the knee wraps. They are to provide localized support to the joint, to help blood flow, to help everything stay nice and tight. And again, when you're pressing, they're just going to have that little bit of support to help them return to their original position, and thus you, and finish the rep. And so again, they might feel a little stimulus, but the point, in my opinion, of using a tool like this is either for injury maintenance, so if you have an injury, or it's to use the tool to push past your perceived max. So it's to use the tool to push past your max in a sustainable way that we can repeat and then extract growth from. That sounded like really fancy. I think I've been listening to too much Hormozy lately. But shoulder wraps, elbow wraps. Did I say shoulder wraps? They're elbow wraps. They're elbow wraps. Like here, I've been motioning. They help with the pressing. I've never combined this with this and this. I'd probably turn into like the ultimate lifter. Let's see. We have some Mio Energy. I'm not sure if this is the one that is expired. I'm pretty sure this expired in 2024. I had a sip of this the other day and I'm like, yo, this does not taste right. Getting old, so I've kind of become a little bit of a caffeine addict, which is crazy because now when I was younger, when I'm older, I've been like just banging caffeine. So these Mios, I love them. I can get these for like 50 cents. I'm not going to do this one. Drawing the blank, do you have glands under your tongue that help you absorb nutrients? And so in the middle of a workout, I'm like, bro, this next set needs it. Even if it doesn't kick in, even if it's more psychological than physical, take one, squeeze under my tongue, we're ready to go. This is the bag that the Iron Rebel belt came in. I was trying to keep equipment in there. Big emphasis on trying. I think the equipment shredded it. So, while we're talking about the equipment that shredded it, let's talk about these are bare steel gym pins. So, real quick, you can see the pins are two different lengths. You've seen a weight stack. You guys know what it's for, right? You stick the pin in the weight stack. I couldn't tell you. I'm still learning myself. I think obviously some brands use the one size, the other brands use the other. I'm trying to get like a hard and fast rule. Still working on it. But you stick the pin in where the other weight pin goes, and then you put the weight plate over this, and it will let you add weight to the cable stack. So for my big boys, my big girls out there, my strong ones, I like these. Don't get me wrong. They have a really nice design, and they only look like this because I am like prime autistic, and I have a really bad habit of leaving my windows open in my car when it rains, and it got rained on like the first day I got them. But they're still nice. They still hold up. The only drawback is, yo, these mother heavy. They weigh like, wait, you can't see. Listen, like they're solid. Like just putting this in the weight stack is a way to micro load. So that in itself is nice. The only drawback is they distort the hell out of the gym bag. And it's like I go to a variety of gyms, and so I don't necessarily know which one I will need that day. And so I carry them both. But like, good Lord, they distort the bag. And this is just like pretty much the pins in there. The only drawback is their weight, but it is nice to have the option to increase the load. With that being said, respect the machines you're using at the gym. Maybe ask the owner if you can use them. Don't be slamming the weight because the machine was really only made to handle the weight that it's loaded for. And then when you slam it, that's just way too much stress. So if you're going to use something like that, just be mindful of the equipment. We want to get a good workout in, but we want everyone to get a good workout in. Remember, we need a gang of fit people to take over the White House. These are just some Harbinger lifting straps. They're thinner kind, I guess, for the people who don't want more support. I have other lifting straps. I have the Versa grips, which I actually put away right now. I have the other lifting straps. They work. I had to use these the other day when I found out that I left my Chic ones by accident. I was really disappointed. Where are those babies? These Chic wrist straps, they are the bomb diggity. So for the most part, they serve the same purpose. You know, all these years, and I don't actually know if I'm using them right. I mean, I'm using them right for me. I was able to use them to pull more, but just slip the little strap in the loop-de-doo and pull it through, and bam. You can wrap this around your bar. I guess I actually don't need most of this stuff in here. It's just like feeling like I do. These are my go-to for back day to secure my grip. So, you know, you could wrap these lifting straps around the bar like this, or you could wrap this. Now, which one looks like it provides more support? But to each their own. This one also has padding around the wrist. This one has a little bit of intended padding around the wrist, but it's not like this. So lifting straps have two pairs, probably bugging on that regard, but you never know if you need a backup. You work out with a friend, your friend might be uneducated, uncultured, but you never know if your friend is like uncultured swine. They might need some lifting wraps. They might need you to show them the way. So we're keeping the elbow wraps, keeping the shoulder wraps, keeping the slingshot, keeping the Chic belt. We got to figure out something to do about that those Iron Rebel pins. Don't get me wrong, they're great, they serve their purpose. they're just heavy. I have a mouth guard because some barbell row or deadlift movement, I believe, I like chipped my tooth, and I'm like, okay, so we need a mouth guard. And I put the mouth guard in, and the mouth guard makes me gag. Maybe not that mouth guard. Some black raspberry preserve. I'll be working out a while, an hour and a half, sometimes two, just between like recording content and my sick dance moves. Simple sugars, simple carbs, not a lot of calories. Mid-workout, I'll take a scoop of pre, and then with the pre lining my finger already, I'll just go ahead and dip it in the preserve, and then it's just like my brain is just like that video of that guy. So yeah, preserve, caffeine pills. It's just like 80 tablets. They're like $5 at Walmart. I feel like I brought them like, I don't know, a while ago. I still have a ton, 200 milligrams a tablet. So caffeine pills. Need a little energy. Man, the bag's almost empty. That's one side. We had some wraps for when I was a boxing coach. I kind of like to punch the bag and break the bones a little bit and get the micro tears in the bone, because if we get like micro rips in our muscles and that makes them stronger, well, if we can get controlled micro tears or micro whatever in our bones, and our body can grow to replace them, then the bones will grow back denser and stronger, and you can really knock a mother out. But that's neither here nor there. This is the source of what smells weird. It does not smell good. I don't even use these anymore. I don't even know what the other one is. So this might be the only thing in here that makes it into the trash. D handle. Pretty sure this is from my band. Oddly specific tool. Don't really use it much. Most gyms have ample handles. It also has a plastic clip that indubitably is going to break in the gym. Box for my chargers. Live in the gym. Spare headphones, because I will crash the hell out if I don't have headphones. It's just not a workout without the banging music, the deafening music. Other side. Hairbrush. This got thrown in here. Shouldn't be in here. We don't care that much. A whole bunch of bands. And I've come to the conclusion, bands are cool. I guess I should hold them like everything else. There's a couple carbiners on the end where you can clip stuff. Just a bando band, and then just a orange, real cheap band from like Group X. They're good to stretch, and I use them on my off days. I really don't use them much in the gym anymore, and they should probably come out the bag, if we're being honest. I've thought about taking them out for months at this point. Again, most gyms have bands, so like, I don't, and it's not even like, so I think the bands have lost their place. I think that's everything. Oh, there's this foot support, but I'm not sure why it's yellow. This might go in the trash too. Oh, it's probably because there's some supplements in here. And some loose oats for carbs when I get hungry. More carbs. Yeah, so that's the gym bag. Here's the other wrap for sentimental value. I only found 3 Harbinger straps. I have no idea where the last one is. But yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this. You see all the equipment that you could have. You by no means need any of this. I'm sure people make it fine without it, but it just makes it more fun, right? Tools in the toolbox. My wrist aren't feeling good. Bam, bam. Pull out some cool superhero wraps. I'm ready to go. I need the brace. Bam, bam. I have options. I'm ready to go. My grip isn't feeling it. Bam, bam. I have options. I'm ready to go. Like, you don't need them. They just make your life a little easier. I'm like freaking Batman. I'm like, I got like the belt. I'm like, yeah. What do you need, bro? Like, what do you need? Like, you need wraps, you need straps, we're gonna end there. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys.